Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're happy to announce that we've installed Burns-O-Matic in-car heaters for your comfort and pleasure. Tilt the face of the heater towards the windshield.
Everybody, listen carefully. The Martians are coming this way. We must evacuate the city. Take food and water and extra clothing with you.
You are no longer in control of your listening device.
Can't you see that you're at the mercy of every element of the universe?
Rick and Ryan will take you on a science fiction cinematic journey into the post-atomic space age.
We're not going to cooperate with these monsters.
We found a flying saucer. Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
A chronological deep dive into the past.
Holy cow.
Here already!
Put on your magnetic boots.
Let's go.
And strap yourselves in for your ride with...
The Unidentified Flying Podcast.
Outrageous.
Welcome aboard, Ryan. Well, you've been aboard this whole time.
I was gonna say,
how's your space room?
It's fine.
What have you done to decorate your room?
Well, I haven't done anything to decorate my room, but interestingly enough, I had Weesh Wash Whoosh and Wiggy Wiggy help me out with a little invention of mine where I just thought it might be fun to have weather occasionally. You know, like rain and...
What, you want it to rain inside?
Yeah, why not? So, the weird thing is it's unfortunately now stuck on snow. It's weird when it snows in zero gravity because none of it falls.
It just looks like polka dots everywhere.
It accumulates, but it doesn't fall. So
do you have to wave your arm around to get them to join together? Like, could you make a bootleg snowman in zero gravity?
I don't have to do it. It's doing it itself. And I'm slowly going to run out of room if we don't fix that. So those guys are on that. But other than that, yeah, I'm fine.
I don't have anything like that going on in my side of the spaceship.
Because you're boring.
I do have a part 2 wall.
Oh.
I have a part 2 wall that the wall is the posters for Return of the Living Dead 2, Exorcist 2, Jaws 2, Amityville 2, Road Warrior or Mad Max 2, Creep Show 2.
These are all hologram posters, correct?
Yeah, they're all I brought real posters and I actually hammer them in with the nail in the space cruiser. So,
see, folks, this is the difference between Rick and I.
Yeah.
He gets aboard a spaceship and immediately plasters it dorm room style with movie posters, and I try to invent weather.
Oh, and I have Police Academy 2 poster. All those part 2 posters are all on one wall. And Phantasm 2.
See, I'm more like Picard. I just bring books and little model spaceships and watch old broadcasts of BBC Shakespearean plays.
Well, and it just occurred to me that Picard has little model ships of like ships that he's been on. That'd be like if you had a model of like your old house on your desk.
Of my old cars.
You know, well, yeah, no, because you don't live in the car though. He lives in that thing's his house. The Enterprise is like a house floating in space. I don't know if it's I mean it's a car, I guess, but it's a vehicle.
I would love to have models of every car I've ever driven.
See, I'm not into that. I'd say houses.
No,
I don't.
I'm not into cars either, but just to remember those cars, because
I mean, that
come
would
on,
be cool. Yeah,
especially when you're
Omni.
A teenager, your life kind of revolves around your car.
Well, I get it because I was in most of those cars.
Yeah,
all
you
the
were.
Time, so
you didn't even
you've
have
had a lot of. You've had a lot of cars like I have dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you even owned a car until your early 30s.
No. Yeah, I did. Delta 88. 2 of them.
Although, to be honest, I've never technically owned a car either, even though I've had like 17 of them. But I digress. We digress. Rick, I have a message from one of our listeners to read.
Cool.
We'd like everybody to keep those coming in, of course. And where can they do that, Rick?
Shit, I don't know.
Okay, the email address is... The unidentified flying podcast at gmail.com, or we have a Facebook page where you can comment. You can also message us there on the Facebook page. We are somewhere floating in the Elon Musk dystopian X, whatever he's calling it now. We're there, so if you... I hate that place, but we're there, so I guess if you only use X, formerly known as Twitter, formerly known as MySpace, formerly known as Friendster, formerly known as Angel Fire, formerly...
If Elon Musk buys the planet, do you think he'll rename it Planet X?
No, he'd name it something real douchey.
No, it'd just be X.
Like when him and Grimes named their baby a math equation.
Why do you have that much money that you can think about the dumbest thing to do like that and scar a person for life with a dumb name like that?
Well, she's partly responsible too, but how about the less said about the Elon Grimes clan, the better.
I like Grimes, but yeah.
Yeah, we're there. You can send us so
anyway.
this one's pretty simple. It's a very short letter, but I just thought you'd get a kick out of it.
Okay.
Dear UFP, Rick, LOL, in all caps.
Like, wait, there's nothing else?
No, that's the message. So I thought you'd
That's
appreciate
all of
that.
it?
Yep.
Who wrote that?
That comes from, the initials are Ms. MS. Capital T. MUNDAY.
I've already lost it. I don't know who it is. Anyway.
So Ms. T. Monday is,
oh my God.
wanted to give you a shout out, apparently, or else she really thinks you're funny. So, Rick, LOL. So, keep them coming, folks. This is great feedback.
You're trying to Gene Siskel me. I know it.
This is really great feedback. We appreciate it from you guys. We hope you continue to listen to the Unidentified Flying Podcast and us yammering away here, traveling at the speed of light or the speed of smell aboard the Lexaproteus 4. What do we have tonight, Rick?
We're watching a movie from 1951 because we're still in 1951.
We are. We're almost done. We're almost done with 51.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Hasn't it been fun in 51?
Yeah, for 51. Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting there.
I'm not done with 51.
I think you won, son.
Yeah, so this movie is from 1951 and it's called The Whip Hand.
Elliot Reed as Matt Corbin, Edgar Barrier as Dr. Edward Keller, Raymond Burr as Steve Loomis, and Otto Waldis as Dr. Wilhelm Buchholz. Try and guess who the bad guy is.
Yeah.
Okay. Journalist Matt Corbin is a dopey but lovable slice of American cheese. Look up the term "aw shucks" in the dictionary and you'll find his 6th grade school photo. While on a fishing trip in rural Wisconsin, Matt takes a bit of a spill and conks his head on a rock. He makes it to nearby Winnoga, a small town nestled in the hills. The doctor there fixes Matt up while Matt immediately falls in love with the doc's sister. After checking himself into a hotel that night, Matt is informed by the seemingly nice townsfolk that all the fish in the nearby lakes and streams have up and died under mysterious circumstances. But if Matt makes his way to the next town over, he should find plenty of good fishing. Hint, hint, be out of here at sunup. Well, being the intrepid reporter he is, Matt isn't about to miss out on a juicy story, so he decides to stick around for a while and see what happened to all those fish. The townsfolk aren't too keen on this, and quickly their hospitality withers as Matt plays Hardy Boy. Soon, Matt learns this small American town is anything but American. Seems it's been overrun by dirty commies who've teamed up with an ex-Nazi scientist who plans to poison the nation's water supply.
Yeah.
Come with us and journey back to a time when Americans actually hated Nazis and trusted journalists and experience the shocking thrills of the whip hand.
Ow! That's right. The whip hand.
If I made it sound at all exciting, I apologize.
Okay. All right. I see where we're going.
Whip hand, Rick. Talk about the whip hand.
Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed how gee whiz chipper this guy was as like the main guy. Like there was a point where I know we're not supposed to like Nazis, but I was almost kind of siding with the other people because he kind of comes off almost as like some guy just coming around pissing in other people's pool and like what's the character?
Matt Corbin.
He has no doubt in his mind that he is surviving this movie.
Yeah.
Like he like laughs in the face of everything that's coming at them.
Matt Corbin
Yeah.
is fully confident in his Americanism.
Yes.
Nothing will stop me because I am an American.
Yeah.
And no, not only am I an American, I'm an American journalist.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Matt Corbin's a pretty confident guy.
I guess I'm a little lost. I thought this was the road to Winnoga.
Back a mile and take the other 4.
Wonder if I could come in and clean this up first. Bleeding pretty bad.
You're on private property, mister.
I won't take any of it with me.
You're on private property.
I heard you both times.
Better clear out. Now.
Thanks for the hospitality.
Cut from the same cloth as Tommy Kirk, I thought. Like
I can see, yeah.
Kind of kept getting a Tommy Kirk vibe, but yeah, he's kind of your gee whiz, Wally Cleaver.
Yeah.
Do-goody, definitely introduced himself to all his girlfriend's parents with Sir and Ma'am, and,
Yeah. Like, it's crazy. It's almost the good version of the flying saucer. And I say that
I kind of
loosely.
Yeah,
but
I can see it.
It is a very similar story.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just what flying saucer would be if it had things happening in it.
Yeah, like if you combined the whip hand with the flying saucer, you'd have a...
It's kind of a good... It's a good movie.
That's the one thing the whip hand lacks is... well, no, because it has a pretty cool, like, evil scientist lab at the end. But, yeah, it definitely could have used a UFO.
Yeah, and at first, I watched it once, and all I could come away from it with was how like, oh, great, we've got pretty much another flying saucer movie. But then, I watched it again, because the whole time, the first time I was watching it, I was like, the only one person in this that is like, well, that guy's tearing up the screen, every time, like the way, because he's kind of like the lead guy in the town that is in control of everything, like seemingly in control of this master plot, everyone, this secret thing this town's got going on.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, oh, the commies have taken over this town, but that's a rumor or whatever, So he's like, Mr. Corbin, you don't want to believe that stuff, so he's that guy.
There's the trouble, Mr. Corbin. This guidebook of yours is a little out of date. Sure, back in 45, this was a trout paradise. That's the kind of beauties we got around here then.
What happened? Some virus infected the lake water.
We did everything we could, but it was hopeless. 1 week, we had a booming trout egg industry. The old hatchery is still down by the lake. The next week, no trout, no industry, no Winnoga. Well, almost no Winnoga. Only a handful of us stayed on.
It's hard to leave your own home, even though it has become a ghost town.
Now, Ma, bad as things are, I don't feel like no ghost.
Well, you don't look like one either.
And I kept thinking, well, man, that guy's good. And then I'm like, well, duh, it's Raymond Burr.
Oh,
and
you didn't recognize him?
Not at first. But I was like, God, he's the one guy who sticks out. But I think the Matt Corbin guy, as happy-go-lucky as he is, I think he's pretty good at that. Because he is that kind of character that's just kind of infiltrating shit and stirring shit up and solves it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I like it more the second time I watched it and actually subsequently. But at first I thought it was just the flying saucer all over again.
Yeah.
But it is like the flying saucer if you had someone who isn't Conrad Mickle or Mickle Conrad making it. You know what I mean? Like, no offense, we love him, we love you, but you can tell this was like the.
This one was professionally done.
Yeah, and there's some things happening in it,
Yeah,
so.
stuff happens. It isn't just a travelogue from Minnesota or Wisconsin. That's what I like is how the name the county's name is Winnoga, and it's kind of like some vague combination of Minnesota and Wisconsin, because I don't think it was shot in California yet. I don't know, because it's funny.
No, because it's all taking place in like Racine and all like the county, like it's all up north in like Sheboygan and all that stuff, like up
Sheboygan?
or not Sheboygan.
That's in Michigan.
No,
but what I was getting at is if you go on and read a lot of the write-ups of this movie online, half the people think it took place in Minnesota, half think it took place in Wisconsin, when really it was shot in California on a bunch of sound
that's outrageous.
stages.
Yeah, but it's very soundstagey.
But on a side note, if you really want to get your fill of aw shucks American cheese, all you have to do is watch The Absent-Minded Professor, because Elliot Reed, our Matt Corbin of the Whip Hand, stars in that with Tommy Kirk. So you get both of them.
And The Absent-Minded Professor?
Yeah.
Isn't that Fred McMurray, though?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, these guys star in it with Fred McMurray.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying if you want to get your fill,
yeah,
you can get
that. Sounds like a great.
Elliot Reed and Tommy Kirk are both in The Absent-Minded Professor, so revisit that one and you'll get both of your
with Fred McMurray too, and that's like triple threat.
A whole lot of aw shucks in that.
Yeah,
movie.
Totally. That's as good as what was it? Sam Elliott, Gary Busey, and who was
Clint
the other
Eastwood
one?
And
no, it wasn't. It was Gary Busey.
Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte, and it was just goddamn the movie.
God damn it, the movie.
Oh,
God
funny.
Damn it.
God damn it. So yeah, I was just all about the, like, oh, this is very flying saucers, but I mean, there's some parts where, like I said, Raymond Burr's really good in it, and honestly, it made me think, because of the way he is, that Raymond Burr could have been in a 2001 Maniacs.
Yeah.
As like that kind of character, that lead, you know what I mean?
I'm kind of surprised he wasn't at that period in his life.
You get a good rest. I'll have a map for you in the morning. By this time tomorrow, you'll have yourself a prize catch.
You gonna let him stay?
Sure. Overnight. We're running an inn, aren't we?
Yeah, and this was a couple years before he really hit the big time with Rear Window
Perry.
and Godzilla. So
or Perry Mason or anything like that. So, he and here's the other weird parallel with, I swear, Flying Saucer and Whip Hand have like the same old man character in it. Like the one that in the other one. In Flying Saucer, it's like, well, where'd you get that from, Mac? And I don't know, like the guy in the bar. And he's pretty much the guy who runs the store.
Oh, the guy in the store.
And Whip Hand is pretty much the,
now I'm 60, I'm 72 years old. Now give it to me straight, Matt Corbin, like that.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that he's constantly like, now look, I'm 74 years old, and you don't get to 75 by messing around with people. And then instantly he's like, now what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I thought you didn't want to do anything. But like immediately, what can I help you with, Matt? Now don't tell me. And he's constantly like, now I don't want to know too much.
Well,
it's like,
It's actually, it is the same actor.
Is it? That's what I thought.
Yeah. I'm looking
it's
now.
insane.
I didn't realize that either until you mentioned this, but you're right. And yep, they're both in this. Frank Darien is in.
He plays
the Whip
and he
Hand
plays
in the
the
Flying
same
Saucer
character. Maybe this is a loose, connected remake of the Flying Saucer.
You might be going overboard there, but
no,
I
might not. Because it's very similar.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Okay. Anyway, but no, the way he kept going back.
I'm 74 years old. Now stop it, Matt. You're talking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, man, the tendrils of Mikkel Conrad's The Flying Saucer
Continue.
never cease to amaze me.
Yeah.
By their length and breadth.
And no wonder I liked this movie more and more I watched it, because it's just like Flying Saucer, where I'm like, well...
So my thoughts here.
Okay.
It's kind of funny because I felt like from the start this town could not be more suspicious if it tried. Like,
exactly.
It's pretty much obvious from the start that something's going on.
I know. That's what I mean. Everyone, if they're not acting like nothing's going on, they're really trying to be like hardcore cold and like innuendo that something is going on, and you better leave or I'll kill you.
Something special going on? Movie tonight. Oh? What's playing?
What's the difference? I ain't seen it yet.
I like if the old man would be telling him something, and then the other guy would come in and he's like, nah, keep going, Luther. What were you going to say?
Yeah, the thug.
That kind of stuff, and you're like, shit. So I kind of got into that whole flavor of it.
Well, it's definitely of that whole paranoia thing with, from like Invasion of the Body Snatchers and, from this era, because, that's the one thing that needs to be said about this movie is it's definitely a Red Scare film.
Yeah.
Borderline, I mean, I wouldn't even say borderline. It's very much a piece of propaganda about, communist infiltration. There's a lot of interesting background on this we'll get to in a minute, but I think that definitely played into several films of this era. Not just science fiction, but even in the 40s, you started to get some of this, but it's just definitely a piece of propaganda. So I think that's an important context when watching this movie because it, which explains some of Elliot Reed's, American confidence, because obviously one American can defeat all of communism if needs be, kind of like how Rocky solved the Cold War at the end of Rocky IV. It's that simple, folks. You just need one true American to end it all. But I think overall, this is an entertaining, if disposable, little movie. It's fine while you're watching it, and it doesn't necessarily leave a bad taste in your mouth if you can get past
especially if you're patient with it, because there is a definite point where I written it off, and then it kind of took a little lift and a turn where I went, oh, I'm kind of into this, like, where were you 15 minutes ago,
I mean, it's obviously the politics of the time are going to make it seem kind of dated. Well, it is dated. So you gotta, if you can swallow that stuff with a grain of salt, then it's a decent little time killer. The thing that stands out the most for me, though, is the production design and the camera work. It's actually quite good.
It's good, yeah.
Like it's
good.
definitely, it has a noir quality to it at times. Great use of shadow, and
it reminded me of Val Lewton a little.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, which makes sense when you consider that it was shot by one of Val Lewton's cameramen.
There you go.
Nicholas Masurka, who shot Cat People, Curse of the Cat People, The Ghost Ship, The Seventh Victim.
I love Curse of the Cat. I just want to say, I love Curse of the Cat People.
Bedlam.
The original's great, but that second one is so good.
Yeah, like he worked with the, Jacques Turner and Val Lewton. He also did a really great Western noir by director Robert Wise called Blood on the Moon.
Oh.
Really cool looking movie. Like that's a great, if you really want to dive into the subgenre of Western noir.
Yeah.
Robert Wise.
I've never seen that.
Blood on the Moon with Robert Mitchum is absolutely fantastic place to start with that. And he shot that. So the Whip Hand has, behind the camera's got some really solid credentials. And I think that helps carry the movie.
There's a sequence where they're trying to get away and they're hiding like under kind of like an overhang or a cliff. It's a little confusing on what it is because the far shots and then the close-ups don't really match.
No, they don't match.
It's hard to tell where they were and whatnot. But you get the idea. It's kind of like the hobbits hiding under the tree and the hooded thing coming up and looking over. It's like it's got like shadows and it's moody. It's kind of cool.
Were you referring to a ring wraith?
Yes. Yes, I couldn't remember what they were called.
That classic J.R.R. Tolkien monster, the shadow thing.
Because I didn't want to say Dementor, and
you're about to piss off 17 different fandoms.
But hey, I don't care. Who gives a? I don't. It's kings and queens and fairies bullshit. Cool. It's all right, but I don't really care.
Rick Reed just got canceled on TikTok. But no, I agree with you.
Why? Anyway, okay.
Another.
I didn't mean fairies like that. I meant magic fairies.
I know, but I meant all the.
I'm not canceled.
All the fantasy fans on TikTok are going to cancel you because you called a ring wraith the Dementor.
Anyway, who cares? It's the fucking Grim Reaper thing. It's the fucking hood thing. It's a hood thing. It's a monster. That scene, they're similar.
Oh, it's a hood thing. Is that what? Yeah, is it a hood thing?
All right, whatever.
Okay, now. The music's decent too, composed by Paul Sawtell, and he's he's a very prolific composer from this era. He did the scores for The Fly, The Last Man on Earth, Return of the Fly, The Mummy's Curse, The Black Scorpion, which we both love and we'll get to later.
Aren't all these Misfits songs?
The Terror from Beyond Space, yes. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Jack the Giant Killer, The Lost World.
Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
And one of my favorites, Kronos.
There you go.
But here's a little interesting side note is that some of Paul Sawtell's music was used in the American versions of Godzilla Raids Again and King Kong vs. Godzilla. So if you watch the American versions of those, you'll hear some of Paul Sawtell's music recycled. Although, from what movies I can't tell you, they might be from The Whip Hand for all I know. I can't tell
who knows?
But the director of this also, I guess you could say, has a hand in sort of saving it. That's saving what is a rather mundane spy thriller. And the director's name is William Cameron Menzies. Rick, what do you know about him?
Probably not as much as I should for that kind of lead-in, but he did all kinds of art direction and on some like heavy-hitting movies like Gone with the Wind and what was some of the other ones, Ryan?
Rebecca.
I can't remember right now. Rebecca. Oh, that's right, Rebecca. Yeah.
He also worked on It's a Wonderful Life.
Wonderful Life. Yeah.
Yeah, he,
What else?
I thought you knew this stuff.
I can't remember right now.
He worked, he did a lot of non-genre movies, a lot of genre movies. He did productions and design for The Pride of the Yankees with Gary Cooper, for Whom the Bell Tolls, The Devil and Miss Jones, and not the porn, but the one with Gene Arthur.
I was gonna say first. My mind was wrapping around that, going, "Oh wow."
Raoul Walsh's The Thief of Baghdad, and he did a lot of art direction too. He did the 1920 version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He did the Alice in Wonderland starring Gary Cooper. Lots of movies. Okay, let's just say lots of movies. Several that were nominated for Oscars, but he also directed, and he aside from The Whip Hand, he directed Things to Come, the famous adaptation of H.G. Wells, the one that's on Criterion, and kind of, if you ever bought those public domain DVD sets of like 40 science fiction classics, no matter what brand put them out, Things to Come was on it, until Criterion salvaged it and actually put out a really good print of it. But that's kind of aside.
I like those collections though because at least they were something.
Oh,
I've got a lot of I got a lot of blaxploitation collections like that where you get all kinds of gems that you just don't find anywhere, even if it's the shot on bubble gum.
Yeah.
But
they're great. They were great.
Yeah,
I think they were a great doorway for a lot of people into some, I mean, that's where a lot of people discovered Carnival of Souls and the Terror and
yeah, that's true.
Hell, Night of the Living Dead is on a lot of those. So,
yeah.
I got nothing against them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about
anything
the ethics,
good times,
but it's basically unfortunate that these slipped into the public domain. But as long as someone's distributing them, we shouldn't complain.
Yeah.
Now, William Cameron Menzies is also, not only is he known for Things to Come, but he's his most well-known movie is Invaders from Mars, which we will get to on this podcast eventually. But if you're wondering what else he's done, that's it. So, in other words, there's a pretty good pedigree behind the camera.
So you're telling me he was lazy, huh?
Yeah, pretty lazy.
Yeah.
Him and that Rainier Werner Fassbender, man, those guys were asleep at the wheel.
I know.
But so yeah, pedigree wise, behind the camera, this movie's pretty solid. Like
I would agree.
Like kind of overqualified for what the story actually is. But having said all that, I still do think it's a fun little curio to kind of get you into that headspace of what it was like at that time. And the science fiction elements may seem a bit ephemeral at first glance, but they're there. I mean, this does deal with a mad ex-Nazi scientist, and he has a pretty neat, lab where his evil doings take place, and there's a bunch of mutants that have been exposed to germs at the end.
It comes out. We're kind of
out
spoiling
of nowhere,
it.
But
kind of spoiling it. But that's what I'm saying. When I said the movie, I was trying to be all sly. The movie takes a slight upturn. I mean, there's this little twist, and it's like, no, it's laboratory of mutant people that have been experimented on in the entire town.
Yeah.
It's pretty outrageous.
Now you know exactly what we are doing here in Winnoga. Not that this knowledge will be of any use to you. Or American View magazine. Too bad, Mr. Corbin. You once did a very interesting article about me. In 1946, wasn't it?
Wait until you read the next one.
You have written your last article, Corbin. From now on, you will play a more active part in germ warfare. All you Americans are alike. Stupid.
There is an interesting backstory to that, isn't there, Rick, about this?
Yes.
So yeah, originally, this film was shot, it was called The Man He Found, and it was about Nazis. Like, the original villains in this story were escaped Nazis, and they had this plot to hide Adolf Hitler somewhere in America, right?
Yeah.
And then the whole movie plays out, and basically what the mad scientist was trying to do was resurrect or rebuild or something Hitler. Like, Hitler was maybe killed, but they were going to bring him back to life, or he was I don't.
Yeah, it was.
If anybody
it was
out there
clone
knows
of Hitler or something.
I don't really remember what I read about what that original thing was, but he was going to bring back Adolf Hitler. Well, the thing is when Howard Hughes, who produced the movie through RKO, he said, when he saw the finished film, he said, no, Nazis are out. We're done with Nazis. We defeated them in the war. Maybe someday they'll make a comeback in America, but not right now.
Yeah.
So we got to change it to communists. Communists are the new villains. So they kind of, it's basically like you take Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and then when they went to make Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, like, no, Nazis are out. Let's throw in some Russian Reds.
It's exactly like that.
So anyway, Howard Hughes demanded that the movie get changed so that communists were the villain. So they reshot some stuff and re-released it as the Whip Hand, which, by the way, comes from a term in horse racing, which is means you're controlling the horses. So if you were wondering,
Yeah.
that's what this is all about, even though that's never brought up in the movie.
No, but it's, I mean...
But it makes sense.
It makes sense to the plot.
It makes sense. So,
Yes, that's all we need.
That's what you need to know about this movie, is that it started out as one thing and then became something completely different. And I think that is forever to this movie's detriment, because I would have loved to see that movie.
Yeah.
Like, because
it's a bummer when you read that, because you're like, oh, shit,
Now-
that sounds good.
Obviously, we would see films later on that did do that, like
Exactly.
Madman of Mandaris, which was recut into They Saved Hitler's Brain.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, big time when Ira Levin wrote The Boys from Brazil. So I'm thinking, man, I wanted more of a Boys from Brazil movie than I did this commie Red Scare crap. But I get it at the time. That would have been more appropriate, although I think time has not been kind to it because of that. But, well, I was going to say, because we can all agree that Nazis are bad, but, you know, nowadays that's not true. But for the most part, let's just say that for most decent human beings, Nazis will always be bad. So you can always make Nazi villains, and it's always your movie's gonna hold up as far as I'm concerned, because fuck those guys, right? So I wanted to see that movie.
It's like, I love Apt Pupil, you know? It's like shit like that, yeah.
Nowadays, when people watch Apt Pupil, they cheer him on, but
Crawl Space with
Klaus
Kinski.
So
that kind of shit.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
that's a whole other podcast.
Unfortunately, we got the movie we got, and fine. You can't change history, so it is what it is. Howard Hughes, I don't know what you were thinking, but whatever, man. I don't have really a problem with this movie overall, or that it exists, but I don't really care if the movie exists overall. Like, I'm so in between on this. Like, it's
I agree.
So I give it 2.5 stars. Like, I feel like the ending is wrapped up way too quickly and easily, and which unfortunately it's. No, yeah, the whole speechifying at the end, but I mean, just the whole climax is so rushed, and which sucks because it's the most interesting parts of the movie. I wanted more of that, but then again, that's the science fiction fan in me wanting more of the science fiction aspect and less of the spy thriller part. But, you know, 2.5 stars. It's okay.
What I meant the message was the part where they send the message, or when the message gets through to like the good guys, then it's like Elliot Ness and his crew jumped aboard, and they just all right. Hey, that's Matt Corbin. I know him. You know, everyone knew. If anyone can be trusted, it's Matt Corbin.
See what I mean?
And then the entire FBI police force is like on it. You know.
Well, that's what I mean. This was from a time when
and they come in shooting with like guns. There's a shootout scene.
Yeah.
Like they're coming into town shooting what looks like regular townspeople, but they're all Nazis. But it's like old women and shit. It's like,
but see, that's what I mean. One well-meaning, intrepid American reporter makes one phone call and is trusted. You know, like that
Take down.
So, you know, because obviously America's going to win at the end, which is fine. I didn't want these bad guys to win. It all wraps up nicely so that Senator Joseph McCarthy can sleep better at night. And America can sleep better at night, and everything is perfect, thanks to Matt Corbin.
Matt Corbin. Yep.
What about you, Rick? How many stars?
3. Shut up.
Because you always do a half star more.
Get out of my head. Man, fuck off. 3. I'll give it 3 stars.
3 stars, really? Okay.
Sure.
So
I'll give it 3. No, fuck that. No, I'll give it 2.5 too.
All
Fuck
right.
it. We're in agreement.
Is that the
We're
first?
in agreement.
Is this the first time?
Because really,
ever
it is.
agreed?
It's middle of the road.
Yeah.
It's a good 2. And I was thinking 2.5 stars, and you said I'd give it 2.5 stars. And I went fuck. Because now what am I gonna do? The ceiling's been raised. So anyway, but yeah, I'll go 2.5.
All right, so we're in agreement, which I don't know what that does to the
Does
in our
Does someone
ship.
win something?
I think we're just about to go off course. Somebody might win something. I don't know.
I know, but are we?
No.
Do we give someone a prize when they win? Oh, yeah, because what did they do? Nothing.
So it should be noted, or may as well be noted, that although William Cameron Menzies did direct the film, the fill-in stuff, which most notably at the beginning of the movie, we see a scene that takes place in a conference room somewhere in Russia.
And
it's so,
I forgot about that
it's
scene.
so obviously
It's
not
outrageous.
part of the rest of the movie, or wasn't
No, it's
supposed to be.
outrageous.
So, but those fill-in stuff that was actually directed by Stuart Gilmore. So I just wanted to,
It's
do
like
that.
as different as as different to the rest of the movie. Like it had that cartoony feel with like the way they were pointing out the map and
Yeah.
calling out.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's so Boris and Natasha at that point, like kind of like cartoony.
At this very moment, behind the heavily guarded walls of the Kremlin,
и ресурсов Соединенных Штатов Америки. Здесь, на востоке, большие портовые города, как Лос-Анджелес, Сан-Франциско, Портленд и Сиэтл.
Stuart, a little bit more about Stuart Gilmore that you may find interesting. He actually he directed a handful of movies, but he was mainly an editor, and he was actually nominated for an Oscar 3 times for editing The Alamo, the John Wayne film.
John Wayne.
He edited Airport.
Oh, I love Airport.
And he edited The Andromeda Strain. Now
Man.
those are just ones he was nominated for. He actually edited quite a few
turkey.
movies, but he lost all 3 of those. And the last nomination he received for The Andromeda Strain, The Andromeda Strain, was a posthumous nomination because he died before before the awards were announced. So he's one of the few Oscar nominees / winners to be honored posthumously. But that's the dude who directed that really shitty opening sequence with the Russians.
It's really wild.
So
it's like a Three Stooges. Like you think the Three Stooges are going to come in the room. That's what it really is like.
old Stewart rebounded from that one.
Yeah.
I hope he was paid well. Now, you're probably wondering, Rick.
I am.
Did the Whip Hand receive any awards or award nominations?
I don't know. Did it? I am wondering.
Okay, you were supposed to say that. No, it did not receive nomination or award for anything. However, it did, as I said earlier in the episode, it was shot on a budget of $376,000.
Mm-hmm.
It lost at the box office an estimated $225,000.
Whoa.
So this movie was a big
hard.
time bomb. I remember seeing
Interesting.
I remember seeing it the first time years ago. I want to say it was on my DVR, and I want to say it was from TCM, but I can't vouch for that. I was DVRing a lot of stuff at that time, and there were a couple of stations that still ran older movies, and so I had seen it years ago, and I remembered very little from it. When I logged it on Letterboxd all those years ago, I gave it 2.5 stars, but left no notes about it. So obviously nothing's changed. I think if anything, though, this second time around, I appreciated some of the technical aspects of it a little bit more because I knew a little bit more about who was doing what. But as far as a movie, it didn't change anything. So there's that. As far as it being available, if anybody wants to see this, it's kind of hard to track down. the last time it was available on, what do the kids call it? Physical media?
Physical media.
It was available through, it looks like it's available now through Amazon Prime for $15.99 as part of the Warner Brothers Archive collection. So that's their print on demand or record on demand, copy on demand. I don't know what.
For a DVD?
For a DVD.
Or for the blue...
DVD.
No Blu-ray. Okay.
No Blu-ray. There's... According to what I'm seeing on Amazon right now, as of this recording, there's only one left. So I don't know if this is used.
Everybody go!
I really don't know if this is used or new. It feels to me like it's probably used, because I gotta believe... I don't know when our Warner Brothers discontinued that program. Maybe they're still doing it. I don't know. It's been a while since I bought a DVD. I just buy Blu-ray now.
I mean, if it's listed, they should still do it.
So it's there if you want to see it. Otherwise, I'm sure if you are as intrepid a investigator as Matt Corbin, then I'm sure you can track it down somewhere.
Yes.
Very probably, yes.
Yes.
You can track it down somewhere.
No problem.
I suggest, if you're a fan of this era, particularly noir films or spy thrillers, check it out. If you're looking for just pure science fiction, you're probably going to be let down. But it's fine. It's fine with moments of oh, and then back to So that's about all I've got on this movie. There's nothing else to say about it, really, other than it exists.
There's a lot of decent twists and turns and it's like, and when you said it was RKO, that makes sense, because it's kind of like Man from Planet X in the budget department, or cheap, that.
Yeah.
But it's creative with what it's got. It's still delivers a halfway fun, pulpy kind of detective anti-Nazi story. So it's a fun movie. It's okay.
It's okay, yeah. And apparently the cast and some of the crew weren't too fond of it either, which is probably why it came out to little fanfare and bombed, because a lot of the cast members were, let's say, a little more progressive minded for their time, and particularly from what I've read, the one who plays the villain, Otto Waldis, who plays Dr. Wilhelm.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
They were pretty liberal, and they were kind of appalled that it was recut into a Red Scare film. So a lot of them, a lot of people seem to have kind of just disowned it, and
from the get-go.
And I don't know.
We're seeing it 70 years later. So,
I mean,
it's
nowadays Matt Corbin would be the bad guy, and but yeah, it is what it is. Nothing more than a curio of interest to fans of, say, more obscure movies from this era, but I wouldn't say it's essential by any means.
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but
I didn't say it was bad.
I think it's interesting on the fact that it's the sister film to we didn't think there would be one, but really it's the sister film to The Flying Saucer. So I think it's worth checking out as a comparison between those two. When you have someone who's just a little bit more on the ball as a filmmaker, do the similar material. I'm being nice to Mikkel Conrad.
I was going to say, I think Menzies is a lot more on the ball than...
I agree, but come on, let's be nice to Mikkel Conrad.
It's fine. I love Mikkel.
I mean, we don't want to hurt feelings.
We've got his body in our storage container, and once we reach Genesis Planet... we're gonna
shoot it out.
We're gonna bring him back.
We're gonna bring him back as a little kid.
Did I get that right? Did they call that Genesis?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Project Genesis. Yeah. He's on Planet Genesis. One of us is going to have to do Pon Far with Mikkel Conrad.
We're going to bring back Mikkel Conrad.
That's not going to be me.
Oh, I'll do it. I don't care.
All right. I'll watch.
Yeah. That's a story of Rick's life. I won't do it. I'll watch.
I'll watch you have Pon Far with Mikkel Conrad's resurrected
Dude,
corpse.
I totally got your back. I'm all about what you're doing. Oh, really? You helping me? No, I'm not gonna do it.
No.
But I'll watch you do it.
I don't want to touch his fingers.
Deeds Brothers Dairy, the home of the finest in dairy products. Milk is health. Deeds Dairy name on a bottle or carton is your guarantee of taste, satisfaction, and quality.
This is Rick, and on behalf of the crew of the Lexaproteus 4, I just wanted to say thank you. The importance of you listening to our show is of extraordinary magnitude. So please like, share, talk about it to your friends, post a comment, anything you would normally do on social medias. You have our gratitude. If you write a review, we'll read it on the air. And once again, smash, hit, whatever the kids say, all the like buttons, and help us defeat Algorithm, the Dark Lord of the universe.
Tune in next time when we go on a jungle manhunt.